Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the San Antonio Marshals and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let him know. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw on 2nd down. Hamilton. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Come on, set. 60 or. Let's go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Good job, guys.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a second down coming up. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Second and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check. Crunch. 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 Check safety. Check safety. Five.
To throw on third down. Hamilton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set 50, plant. 59, Mike to 59. Wrap it. Snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are locked.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Myles Garrett in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. But now it's third and goal. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be fourth and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They'll run it with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on fourth and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on fourth down. Let's go get it. because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hamilton. And he fires one incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hamilton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking a look at the play. Less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
That's it, baby.
So we have reached half due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning. Of the third quarter.
Marshall's 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready?
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They can't hang with us.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Set. 10 logo.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Our throw left side to start out. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On first down, Nugent. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing on first down. Nugent, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Down. 10 over. No chance. Ready?
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Nugent, quick slant, caught by Moore. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nugent. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Nugent looking left side, and he's got a man. It's May. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Edwards. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the draw is Edwards. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Back to throw. Nugent. This is caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pick. Leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Nugent. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 4th down, Nugent. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just. A bit. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. A 10-play drive that time. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
You don't want no problem from me.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Nugent, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the gun on third down, Nugent. Over the middle, complete. It's Schmidt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Nugent.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Nugent. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40 and whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Nugent. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.